Right now, military operations in the Middle East have put the water supply of 100 million people in the crosshairs. Desalination plants across the Gulf have been threatened and even attacked. The Arabian Peninsula has virtually no rain. The region they live in is one of the most water-scarce areas on planet Earth. The United Nations define water scarcity as 1700 cubic meters per person per year. Kuwait has 4, Qatar has 20, Saudi Arabia has 75. These places wouldn't be able to support modern population without chemistry. The 6 Gulf countries now operate approximately 400 desalination units, and they are producing about 33% of the global desalinated water. Qatar gets 99% of its water from desalination. Seawater is 3.5% dissolved salts, sodium chloride, magnesium chloride, and sulfate ions. That is roughly 3 times the concentration of salt in your own blood. Your body controls its internal balance through osmosis. Water naturally moves across the cell membranes from the low salt concentration to the high salt concentration. Water goes out of the cells towards the area with the most salt, so that the water from the cells can dilute the incoming salt. Your kidneys work overtime to expel it, and eventually you end up wasting more water than the one you took in. How can we deal with this? Heat the seawater until it evaporates, the salts stay behind, and you collect the evaporated water, which is fresh water. The modern version is called multi-stage flash. Instead of boiling at 100 degrees Celsius, engineers reduce the pressure in vessels, and by lowering the pressure, that means that they lower the boiling point of water. Water flashes to steam at about 40 to 70 degrees Celsius and condenses on cool pipes, and it drips as fresh water. The remaining brine continues to the next chamber, where the same thing happens again. There can be up to 40 stages in a single plant. It is energy heavy and dominates the Gulf countries, where cheap gas and oil makes it a sustainable way. But there is another technique which is called reverse osmosis, just brute mechanical pressure. Seawater is forced through a semi-permeable membrane at 55 to 70 bar, which is 70 times the atmospheric pressure. The membrane pores are tiny. The water molecules are small enough to squeeze through, while sodium and chlorine ions cannot pass through. What comes out from the other side is 99.9% fresh water. So how do they compare? Multi-stage flash requires 10 to 25 kilowatt per hour to generate 1 meter cube of fresh water, while reverse osmosis might need only 3 to 5 kilowatt hours. Which one do you prefer? Bye.